Drake made news today. Well, first and foremost, because he had a show in Toronto this past week. And secondly, it was reported that Jimmy Iovine offered Drake about $19 million or so on behalf of Apple to be the host, or to be one of the new hosts of their iTunes radio programs, basically. And this was done as a power move to try and block him from signing some sort of distribution deal with Tidal, which is Jay-Z's new music streaming platform. So, Ebony, what's your take on that?
Did he accept it or he didn't accept it?
It's kind of in the air right now.
I don't know. I've been on Tidal and I'm really just not even impressed. I do believe in giving, artists, what they deserve and money.
You almost struggle to say that.
No. I was trying to find the right word. Because I'm on Spotify myself. I subscribe to Spotify. But if you read the small print in a Tidal, it says if you don't have like high performance, then you're not high performance
like views and listens, streams,
like earphones, you're not really going to see the difference in what they're giving you. So I don't know, I'm on the fence. I like Spotify. Spotify is a good price. It's that $10 premium. I can play it anywhere, and also it gives me the fact that I can, it gives you different what's it called, like playlists that people make, like if you're into hip hop or you want to go to bed and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I think it's a whole thing like, oh, I'm in the music business, you're my buddy, I'm my buddy, like you should be helping me out. But in the end, business is business. So I'm going to go over with Apple that most people have Apple phones, and I'm going to go over to Apple and do my $19 million deal, respect to Jay-Z. But in the end, like, I'm sorry, I would go with Apple.
Now, let me ask you this. A lot of people have been very critical about Tidal, saying how it's too much, or this is more of an elitist company. Only the big name artists are being supported. And one of the things that I came across is the fact that a lot of people are criticizing Jay-Z for this move, even though this is helping out the artists, because some artists basically are kind of like in that.
You mean like Sierra? Oh, sorry. Okay.
You're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. You're wrong for that.
Listen.
You're wrong for that.
I love me some Sierra, but like.
You almost made me lose my train of thought. Big question I want to ask you. Jay-Z, he put out a freestyle last week during a concert and basically saying how, why is it cool or why is it acceptable to support something like a Spotify or like an iTunes that has a white owner, for example, but when it comes to a black owner, it's like, okay, now we got to raise an eyebrow and figure out what the main motives are. Like, why can't we support black businesses? It's basically what he was saying in his freestyle without saying it.
I roll my eyes to that because I think people do support black businesses, but you have to give it at, like, in the end, you are competing with everybody else. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian. You have to have competitive prices. And guess what? Spotify, Deezer, all those music platforms, they are competing because they know that there's a certain price point. You can't be telling me, okay, if you want premium, then you're going to be spending $20. And the crazy thing is that he says that about a black business owner, but there was posts of the first Tidal, their photo for the company photo. There was not one black person in that photo. So I don't know. I
kind of feel like, I'm on the fence about this because I kind of feel like people are giving Jay-Z like the unfair shot in the arm, so to speak, only because of his status, basically, because he is a rapper. And to the general public, maybe not to the hip hop universe, but to the general public, rappers personify, luxury living, gaudy jewelry, expensive taste, beautiful women around them. Like just that too. The entire stereotype that revolves around being a rapper. So they see him, and then it's like, oh, well, why do we have to give this guy more money when he's already bragging about how much money he has? But you don't see that same image being flaunted by a Steve Jobs when he was alive, or by a Tim Cook, for example, because they're more so in the background. So my personal opinion, I feel like they're kind of giving him that unfair rub because of the image that he somewhat exemplifies.
Yeah, probably too, but I don't know if you go on Tidal compared to Spotify, you're really, you can't, like, he can't compete. I'm sorry. Like, you're going to give me a playlist of hip hop, EDM. If I feel like, you know, don't playing my own music selection, you can find everything. It's at a good price. You're not at a good price. You're telling me if I want premium, I have to pay this extra. But guess what? If you don't have the premium headphones to go with it, you're not going to see a difference. So, you know, you're not really competing. You're not giving us bang for our buck because there's other people out there who are giving us bang for our buck. It just comes down to what is more cost effective.
And I think what people have to understand as well is that Tidal is just starting out, basically. Like, it's well within its infancy. If anything, this is probably just like the beta stages of it. So I feel like Tidal kind of needs more time to grow right now, because I think the main focus of Tidal was to put the power back into the hands of the artists, so to speak.
Yeah.
Whereas Spotify was just more so about the people and the consumers, because everyone at the end of the day is trying to prevent bootlegging and torrent streaming or what have you, because that's what's killing music. It's been killing music since 1999 in the era of MP3s with Napster, LimeWire, and all that stuff. So I think this is just kind of Jay-Z's alternative, if you will.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens in the future.
Yeah, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Bring down your prices, Jason. Just saying.
We don't believe you. You need more people. I just like throwing that in there. Nothing against you, Jay.